we got a job. $33 an hour. Is this a scam? You trying to get me? This is a scam. Hi guys. Hello, how you doing, girl? How you doing? I just want to come in here to talk about a couple things. I know I've been distant, guys. I know I've been distant from my YouTube channel, but your girl is just getting ready for school, new beginnings, Sage childcare, kid in 6th grade. It's all just, and your girl just turned 30. And I was laid down to rest, okay? I laid the old girl down and had been made brand new. I also got baptized, if you know, you know. And if you follow me on my other social sites, then you know I made the decision to, you know, kill that girl. I made the decision to, you know, get baptized and fully commit my entire life to Jesus. And honestly, best thing I've ever done. I just knew, obviously, that this would probably be the only good decision I've ever truly made in my life. But anyways, aside from that, I want to talk to you guys about little updates, right? We are just a couple of weeks. Let me see. Hold on, you guys. You guys, it's so close. We are 15 days away, so 2 weeks away from starting this new journey, going back to college as a 30-year-old and a single mom of 2. Where do I start? Can I just say that I have been keeping something from you guys as well, because I truly just wanted it to be written down in stone just first, and God has provided, you know. Girl, we got a job. Let's talk about how this happened, because it's so funny. God, it's just, this is why I just had to, this is why I just made the decision to fully commit, because I just trust that my life is so much better when God is truly in the center of it all. And it's just like, I'm just, anyways. Yeah, this is gonna be a short story, long story, because I gotta tell y'all the deets. You know, I gotta tell y'all the deets. Let's say a couple months. I got this DM request on my TikTok, and I'm like, okay, what is it? So I go check, and it's like this ECC page, but like a specific department, and I'm just like, okay. And in this message, it says like, hey, I saw your Buffalo content. I think it's amazing, and I just want to let you know that I have this part-time position available, like 19-hour a week position available for like a social media position type of thing. I'm obviously going off the top of my head, and it said paying $33 an hour. Basically you would do access to all of our social media pages, make videos, like try to, like, you know, make content, whatever, set up tables, and da da da, boom 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 boom. And then he proceeds to leave his ECC email and then his phone number and his name. And I'm just like, is this a scam? You trying to get me? This is a scam. Ain't no way. $33 an hour? This is a scam? So y'all, I get into my head before I reply. I literally got into my head, and I'm just like, this gotta be a scam. This has to be a scam. But then again, I'm reviewing the message, and it's like, okay, but why? It has to be a scam, because why would you hit me up on TikTok? Like, that's just scary. But anyways, I'm just like, okay, let me review this message again. And I'm just seeing that obviously this guy had provided me his work email. You know what I mean? If someone is scammy, he's not going to give you his actual name. and then his work email. He would give me his personal, but he didn't. So I'm like, okay, before I reply and make any decisions, let's look up this guy. So he gave me his name and his last name. So we began searching and we found him. I'm like, okay, this is a real person. He is who he says he is, and he's one of the big ones in that department at ECC. Mind you, this person has no idea I'm going back to school. No idea. Okay. To ECC to be exact, right? So I'm just like, okay. After my anxiety was trying to take over, I'm like, wait. Because on top of that too, on top of me feeling like it was scammy, it was also the department that it was in. I'm just like, there's gonna be a lot of men there. And now my anxiety's like, you know, and my PTSD too, like it's trying to take over. Like, it's so much men. You cannot handle being around so many men, like, because of, like, you know, things that have happened to me and stuff like that. And how can you control it? Like, it was just like fear, immediate fear. And I'm just like, oh, take it back. That ain't from God. Fear is not from God. And this is a constant reminder in my life that anything that brings me fear is not from God. And I have to take it back. Just take it back. Because if there's fear in it, there's a blessing in it. There is an absolute blessing. Because first of all, yeah, that's also something that happened to me when I was deciding about going back to school and what I wanted to do in school. Once I kept thinking about like sonography, I get scared. Shiver me timbers. Like, oh, like I can't do it. I'm not like I can't do it. I'm not smart enough. But occupational therapy, radiation wouldn't scare me. Yet these are competitive things in there. Anyways, right? So we went ahead for sonography. Pursuing sonography. Anyways, guys, long story short, which is super long now, we're fast forwarding to me texting this guy. And I texted him and he was like, I was just like, you know, I introduced myself. Hey, you wrote me on TikTok about a position that you have available and you let me know about the job. I would love to, you know, meet up and learn more about what it is you are offering. And texted back really quickly. He was like, you know, how about tomorrow? Let's meet up tomorrow, and I will tell you more about it. I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is real. This is real. My heart started pounding. It started pounding. So anyways, let's fast forward again. Here goes it's not technically an interview. He was basically meeting with me to kind of just get a feel to see, you know, if I would fit into this job before proceeding to the interview. And the interview was like a group interview, so it was like he's like the second highest, and then there's the highest, and then there's the other high. But you know what, I'm just like, okay, if this is from God, then let it be your will. Let it be your will. So anyways, guys, I ended up meeting him the next day after texting him about it, and it went amazing, guys. I was literally having such a hard time. Even though like I knew that fear wasn't coming from God, I was still feeling very anxious, and I was just praying through it. Y'all, I was worshiping God and just praying through it before I got there, because I'm just like, God, please guide me through this meeting. And you know, it was kind of a way of me also surrendering to, I'm just like, okay, this sounds like an amazing opportunity, but if it's not from you, God, I don't want it. I truly do not want it. Like, put any stop to it so it doesn't happen. So anyways, I get there. This guy is amazing. Like, truly, like, it just gave that dad figure type of, like, you know, it's like an angel sent from above. So obviously, as I met the guy, I'm just like, okay, God, like, I just prayed on it to be genuine, to not be weird vibes, because I am very, you know, I've had things happen to me in my past that have to do with men, and it has obviously it has a weight in my life, and I truly just wanted to leave it up to God. But truthfully, guys, he was such a respectful and professional man, and truly what I feel like it's an angel sent from God, because he has been helping me so much. But anyways, wait, I'm getting off track. I gotta tell y'all. Anyways, it was great. The meeting was great. He basically, showed me, and he showed me around the whole department. Love it, because I could definitely learn from there, you know what I mean. He showed me what could be my workspace, and he just spoke to me about the position and things like that. But later on, he was like, this is something I am doing to help you kind of prepare for the interview. But I think you are a great fit. I think they're gonna love you. I love your content. I love your humor. And come to find out, right? Because I'm just like, what made him compelled to write me on TikTok? Like, what caught his attention to want to write me also? You know what I mean? And he was just basically saying how they're all like into humor and things like that, but what resonated with him the most, which this is how I know God is moving till this point. God is still moving till this point. He said I was funny and stuff like that, and then he goes about, what caught his eye was something that I had posted that has to do with God. So I'm pretty positive that it has to do with like how God has changed my life, and because that's usually what I try to do when I post about God, is just kind of just sharing my testimony, how my life has changed when it comes to putting God in the center of it. And that's the one that compelled him to like speak, and reach out to me. And I am so thankful. I'm like, wow, like I'm very grateful. So fast forward to now, right? I would have an interview the next day. He set me up for an interview, a group interview the next day, and I went to it. I prayed on it. I was nervous. But I was confident in knowing that I had it. For two, if it was mine, God would give it to me. And I was just, I'm like, God, just please guide me. When I tell y'all, I did not stutter. I did not even stutter in that interview. It went so good. It was so genuine. I didn't lie about anything, you know what I mean? And it was just amazing. It felt great. I left feeling really good, showing who I am and the things that I've done and the things that I built as a content creator myself. It felt really good. And I was so honored, you guys. I was so honored to just interview for a job paying $33 an hour that typically needs a degree. $33 an hour? Like, yeah, it was 19 hours a week, but do the math. That's like me getting paid minimum wage, doing overtime. Like, girl, and I barely had to do that. Like, sorry. I'm gassing up. I'm gassing it up. But no, seriously, do the math. But anyways, fast forward, right? We go towards the other week, and I reached out to him. I told him I was very grateful, whether I did get the job or I didn't. I was very grateful with the opportunity to be able to even be considered. Yeah, to even be considered, it felt really, really good. And obviously, I don't know if I told you guys, but then I told I had told him prior that I was becoming an ECC student, and little did he know, I told him what I was going for and things like that, and he took that into consideration as well. And he was, I was open about being a mom of two, and he was super supportive of that. He was like, you don't have nothing to worry about. And I was just like, I was so grateful. So grateful. We're still so grateful. I could cry whenever I did that. I could cry. But anyways, right? We get the call. He later calls me the week after, and he lets me know that I did not get the job. I didn't get the job, but I was picked second. He opened up and he said that they had about 5 to 6 interviewers. They had about 5 interviewers, and a lot of them, I surpassed all the ones that had marketing degrees, but the one that they picked had a lot more experience than I did, and which is fine. You know what I mean? Like I was just thankful the entire time. Even receiving the news, I was just grateful to have even Big picked second. He was like, we all love you already, like we truly did, do not get discouraged. And he kept telling me too, he kept telling me, you know, don't feel discouraged. Like if something was to happen where this person, you know, either gets fired or they quit, like we're coming back for you, like that's just it. And then he proceeds to say, you know what, I'm gonna work something out for you, and I know that you're going back to school, so I want you to have an opportunity to just still work with us. So we are going to work something out, make your own make your own position where you barely even have to come into the office, and we can do it through work study, which would be a lot better for you because it wouldn't take too much, you know, from your school. And I'm just like, you do that for me? I still got a job. You guys, I still have a job. He was like, okay, you will get paid a lot less, but you will still have something. And like I said, if, you know, something changes along in the future, you already have that experience and we can get you right in. And I was like, oh my gosh. You guys, it has been such a blessing, like such a blessing. Like he's still to this point, you know, he's been helping me. He's been, like I said, he's one of the big ones in that department, ECC period too. So he's been helping me, you know, with the financial aid process, with the work study process, with the SAP appeal process. And, you know, he's making his, like, he's literally taking his time to just call around, you know, and get me right. So it's just, wow. It is so good. It just feels amazing to just have someone who genuinely cares, and, you know, and I'm just grateful, you guys. And I still don't know, like he literally, the last message, I'll show you guys. This was today actually. I emailed him today, or I messaged him today, and I said, good morning Ben, just wanted to give you an update. I redid my SAP appeal request last week, the right one this time, lol. I'm just waiting to see if she calls or emails me back with any updates. Hoping to hear something soon. Thank you for looking out. Looking forward to potentially working with you guys. He says, yes ma'am, let me know when she does. If she doesn't by mid next week, let me know. I'll reach out again. I have a plan for you I think would be good. And I just I'm so excited, guys. I will be getting paid probably part-time, right? But less. But we gain experience. We finally got a job. Something that's not going to take away from my kids. Something that's not going to take away from school. Something I can do at home. God did. Woo! Woo! God did. God did. What a breath of fresh air. What a breath of fresh air. And that is my updates, and that is my other good news. And I'll take you guys with me. Well, I'll keep updating you guys as it goes. Obviously, I can't wait to find out what like the position is, but I do know that it has to do with content. It has to do with social media, and I just cannot wait. I can't wait. And I can't wait to, you know, work with them. I blended so well with them, and theirs. I can already tell they're such amazing people, and I cannot wait to just be that bright light where I'm needed. And I know that God is calling me to this place for a reason, and I can't wait to just share the news and just be who I am. And yeah, but yeah, that is it for my little update. I will see you guys soon. Nice talking to you. Bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Good job, Booby.